Hi, my name is Philip Roberts, and I operate Wagyu Stakepool. My passion for Cardano began in 2017 after watching Charles Hoskinson's whiteboard video. I was so impressed by his vision that I actually started to buy up mass quantities of Cardano. Fortunately for me, I bought near ICO price and sold some of my position during the height of the bull market. In my opinion, I see this project as a long-term investment. My passions outside of Cardano include gymnastics, drawing, guitar playing, and singing. Outside of the Wagyu Stakepool YouTube channel, I create original content. My personal website is called octoberblack.org. Those of you curious enough to check it out, please leave me some feedback. Now, I love learning about new technology. When I was 7 years old, I was obsessed with robots. One time, my stepfather bought me a child-sized robot for Christmas. My action figures constantly fought Lord Impaler, and they lost every battle. Their deaths were quite gruesome. Speaking of death and destruction, my favorite movie of all time is The Matrix. It was what inspired me to learn the wall backflip. With every new challenge I face, a new experience is formed. I know many of us in the cryptocurrency space are experiencing very difficult times. Pretty much everyone knows somebody who is hurting right now. Things could get worse, but remember this, my friends. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I wish you all well, and thank you for listening.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brian Hopper, and today I would like to talk about how I got involved with cryptocurrency, with the Cardano project, and how me and two of my friends started Wagyu Stakepool. Well, back in 2017, a friend of mine, one of the stake pool operators, Philip, he invited me to my house he wanted to show me an interesting project. So I went to his house, and he was showing me about Cardano and showing me about cryptocurrency and his opinion about where everything is heading to in the 21st century and how this is going to affect, people down the road in the next 2 or 3 decades. So it caught my attention because the more he started explaining everything, the more it really got me intrigued. Because like I said, I heard about Bitcoin, but I didn't really know too much about it. So I went and did my own research, and I started putting two and two together, everything pretty much, going digital. We had DVDs, VHS, DVD, now we streaming. Now we have new cars out now that don't even have a DVD player. Everyone stream on their phones, stream music or entertainment on their phones. So I kind of put two and two together, and then once I start looking at the whiteboard video with Charles Hoskinson, and I started looking into, Amerigo and IOHK and the foundation, that's when I decided to, get into and start investing in Cardano, and, at least try to meet people within the ecosystem that really helped me out. Well, helped me and my friend Philip out. Well, as time went on, I remember Charles saying that they were going to start the initial test net. So at first we just decided to delegate. But I thought about it. I was like, you know what, Philip, I think we can do this. We're not really technically, sound, or we don't know too much about how to run a stake pool. We knew a little bit, but we didn't know enough to run a stake pool efficiently. So we got in touch. Well, I got in touch with another friend of mine out in Charlotte named JT. We talked to him, and he was on board, and we decided to run a stake pool and call it Wagyu Stakepool. We came up with the name because, one, Wagyu is an origin of Japan, which in this instance with Cardano, the origin of Cardano is in Japan. And then we we use a little wordplay, Wagyu Stakepool. Wagyu is, by majority of people, the best steak in the world because it's marbling and so forth. So we kind of put two and two together and came up with Wagyu Stakepool. We set our fees at 4%, and we have our server is privately in a private building in Charlotte in a data center. And we make sure that, we're trying to learn as much as we can about running a Stakepool efficiently. And I'm glad that we brought JT on board because he was familiar with cryptocurrency, but he just found out about Cardano once me and Philip explained everything to him about the project. So once he got involved and started doing his research, he started to be a little intrigued. He was more intrigued about the project. So I'm glad that he's teaching us, just as much as he's learning from us. We really learning from JT because he really is the brains behind this Stakepool. And I'm glad that we brought him aboard. And I'm glad that this project is coming along. And I believe that the Cardano ecosystem is one of the best, if not the best. And I'm just glad that, I got it. I'm glad that Philip, brought me on board, on this project. But outside of crypto, I like to go boxing. I like to jog. I especially like to travel when I have the time. Go to the beach, relax at the beach. I'm, live on the coastal part of North Carolina, so I go to the beach sometime and just sit back and relax, or I might go, have a drink or two or have a meal. I also like to, go bowling and, just normal hobbies, jogging, trying to stay in shape for the most part. And I also like to, go to concerts, sporting events, and, learn more about cryptocurrency. So in a nutshell, that's basically, who we are. We're a Wagyu Stakepool. Our information is www.wagyustakepool.com. If you want to know anything about us, want to know anything about the Stakepool, you can go to that website as well. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate everything you have done for the ecosystem.